Hello Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 14th going to the 20th of June, and I feel like I'm happy to be back. I feel like it's been a while since I've done individual readings, but I'm so happy to be back and doing them because I missed the channeled messages, I really missed it. So with this kind of layout, I did write a few points down of what I was getting through the channeled messages for the water signs, but as we're going along, I'm sure I'm going to pick up a few things intuitively for your sign in particular. But let's go straight into it, guys, and see what's going on for you. So there's a very heavy energy for the water signs, and this has been happening to you in in really short bouts of like fiery energy. I feel like I picked this up a few times for you in the last few months. It's coming back again. You are going to feel a lot of energy, a lot of drive, a lot of desire to do things, to get moving. Exercise is really good around this time. You're going to feel an excess of energy. This needs to be used, okay? Welcome to the life of a fire sign, because this is what they do all the time. This is going to be a very good time though, being spontaneous, okay? So using this to your advantage is going to be very good for you. Just make sure you don't burn out, okay? Which I actually kind of feel like by the time this energy subsides, you do naturally feel burnt out anyways, because you are a water sign. It's not exactly something that you're used to. So just be aware of that. Don't do too much, but please do use this to your advantage, because there is a lot that you can achieve around this time. Scorpio, a really good time to focus on new beginnings, create a new plan, even on an existing project. This is a really good time of re-looking over things. We are still in Mercury retrograde, okay? So going over things might help you out in the future. Looking over paperwork is also really good in terms of Mercury retrograde and making sure that we aren't having any kind of miscommunications with people. Make sure that we know that everyone's on the same page is super important, and being open and honest is really important as well around this time, okay? Otherwise, liars get caught out so easily in Mercury retrograde. So as long as we aren't that person, then that's all good. But you might even be discovering someone else's lies, whoever knows, Scorpio. But there is going to be an excess of energy coming through for the water signs within this week, which is actually going to be a good thing for you, because I do get a lot of newness coming in. So it's like a rebirth of you, Scorpio, which is incredible, and I actually think that's going to be definitely accurate for you. We are being told to keep busy. This was because I kept having this thing that something kept popping up in your life, whether it's a person, whether it's a thought or an idea. There is something that keeps popping up in your life that is distracting you from the good things that you do deserve to focus on, right? It's almost like every time you try to be productive, try to do something new, or try to focus on something that is different, something comes in and keeps telling you something, whether it's a past mistake that is haunting you, a past person that is haunting you, whatever it is. There's almost this looming cloud that keeps coming into your life. This is a really good time to close doors, all right, Scorpio? A really, really good time to end cycles for once and for all, as in really close the door on these people. Make sure that they know and that you know there is no coming back to this, because I feel like there's a cleansing coming through for the majority of signs anyways, of where space is being made for new things. And I do think collectively for everybody, actually, this is going to be the case, which is good. Just make sure that you have pure intentions, you're manifesting the right kinds of things in divinely perfect ways, okay? So that we can move away from past conditioning, because all the water signs are going through an intense change. You guys all are wanting this change and this almost like recorrection of where life has been going, which is incredible and amazing, and I do see it going somewhere. But this past conditioning, this little annoying, I feel like it's like a flea on the shoulder. I just want to flick it off. I feel like there's something there that I just want to get rid of, but it keeps coming back up again. But this is down for you to really sort out and understand why it's there. For a lot of you, it's because we focus on it too much, all right? We fall into the temptation of listening to it. If that is the case, again, what you focus on grows. Try to focus on something else. Keep busy. New things are really good, again, around this time to focus on. But for others of you, this could even be actually sitting down, meditating, and actually confronting this thing that is in your mind. All right, why do I keep thinking about this? The answers will come, okay? Very important to know. So yeah, we have that. You have the ability to dream the world into being. Completely true, and it was definitely a message that came in for you guys, to understand that you still have the power. 444 just came up for you, so it's a very interesting manifesting number for you, to look at this foundations, you know, to look at how things are in a home. You know, it could be a good time of redecorating or moving things around, or how you are, you know, your connections to your family, most importantly your mother, you know, and your roots. Really important time to kind of re-go over any structures, any foundations in any businesses, anything like that. Really important time for that, just because of the 444 that came up. But you have the ability to dream the world into being. Anything that you want in life is yours. All right, no chasing, because chasing always creates the adverse effect. So something will be running, but attracting means that you are here and the other thing wants you just as much. Okay, listening to that is going to be very important for you, understanding it, and actually even saying that as an affirmation. You know, what I want wants me also, and that is how things come into your life, my lovely Scorpio. So manifestation is also recommended around this time, but in order for us to be able to understand that we have the ability to dream the world into being, we do need to be adaptable. Again, very fire sign energy. A lot of the lizard energy is coming in your reading, almost like a spirit animal. And whenever I see lizards, they remind me of being adaptable, right? Being able to adjust to the things that go on around you. So I don't just sense change going on within you, Scorpio. I do actually feel like there is change going on around you as well. You may have prayed for this, but it's all coming in at once. It might feel overwhelming, but trust me, you're being given this fiery energy, this motivation for a reason. To get moving, to get it sorted, to get the changes out of the way so that we can adjust to these new things going on around us. You are a fixed sign. This is going to be slightly difficult for you, but out of all the fixed sign, I would say you're most likely to be able to deal with this better, because you, despite being a fixed sign, are a sign of transformation and change. You're over it. You're used to it. You know, you don't get affected as much as other people do. So this is going to be good for you, for the majority of you anyways. I'm sure there are some stubborn Scorpios out there, but being able to adapt to things going on around you is actually going to lead you to really amazing opportunities as well. Creating new routines, very important. Again, getting that energy out is super important, whether it's exercise, whether it's just going for a walk, whether it's just stretching, you know, doing things that are new are going to kind of use this energy that you're being given around this time. Maybe even some passion, you know, if you get what I'm throwing out there. But that's also very good at releasing energy. So there we go. We also have clearing the fog. So when it comes down to the fog, this can be anything from having so many options going on around you, or so many questions going on around your head. Ultimately, there is a cleansing coming through, and there is also clarity coming through as well. So anything that you have been hung up on, anything that has been a little bit, you know, in the fog, you couldn't quite see it properly, whether it's your future, whether it's, again, a situation, things are going to be clearing up. You are going to start to understand what you need to do a lot better. Now, the last message I have for you is something that is going to really be different for everybody, because it's one of those messages that I can't hang on to for too long because I get lost with it. So I'm going to briefly talk about it. Be very mindful of going into the hermit mode. This is a really good time for you to show, I mean, maybe it is good if you want to detach and that's your way of dealing with things to get yourself moving, then by all means go ahead and do that. But for others of you, if you are prone to anxieties and you are prone to, you know, depressive thoughts, because this can come under excessive hermit energy, then maybe it's a good time to try and come out of the hermit mode, because there will be some situations that are trying to get you there. But this is a really good time to show yourself and show other people the fact that you aren't going to be who you were, who you used to be, because this is a time of change, and you are able to, again, recorrect or recondition yourself to new things. And one thing I want to mention, through my own personal experience here, Scorpio, is that, you know, it's very possible to recondition your mind, for the majority of you anyways, in terms of your anxieties and depressive thoughts, because I've been through it, so I completely understand. And I would have been in a position where I was like, yeah, sure, right, really doesn't feel like that, Zeta, but it's true. You need to find good routines. You need to change something. And everyone asks, okay, how did you get out of that? It wasn't just through affirmations, and it wasn't just through trying to manifest something and repeating things to myself, because I tried that. It was actually by making a change and actually removing something that I knew didn't make me happy, okay? And by that, my whole life switched around. It didn't immediately get better, but the more changes that I made, the more changes I made, the better my anxiety was, the better my depressive thoughts were, and actually they eventually started to subside the more that I believed in my own true power to actually have control over these things. Because you are not your mind, my angels. You are able to overcome anything. That is our God-given talents, okay? So whether you believe it or not, that actually determines your life. Period. I feel like I needed to stop there. You know me, I have these dramatic pauses where I just feel like I just have to stop for a sec. Right, let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio. I'm going to pull out a couple of mantras for you. I actually love these cards. They're new and I love them already. So let's see what's going on for you. Okay, Scorpio, we have receiving elation. You know, Cancer just had this as well, which is great. So a very, very good week indeed for happiness. I am born of infinite joy. So this is really good. And I was saying to Cancer as well, so I'll say it to you. If you have been feeling heavy, again, paying attention to your body language is super important. If your shoulders have been slumped, if you have really kind of, I feel like an energy of where I'm just slumped over a desk or I'm slumped over something here. Pay attention to this, how you're walking, okay? If again, your head's down, low, it's a really good time of elevating yourself here. And you will be receiving elation from spirit. Happiness is coming in, all right, and getting a bounce in your step here. I actually feel like we're actually raising our frequency, which is good. So we're receiving something this week, which is also nice, isn't it? Always nice to see that. Let's get one last card for you out of this deck. So a lot of happiness is coming in, which is good. We have resolving anger. Okay, so conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself, okay? So there may have been conflict going on for you. Maybe this is a week of where there is a little bit of conflict too coming in for you. My candle's going crazy, so I had to move it away, make sure it's away from my plant. I don't want it to burn. You are going to really actually understand a different way, or we need to understand a different way of dealing with our anger. And it isn't always about, you know, we do have this excessive energy, so it doesn't surprise me that we're feeling this. This says conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. So maybe the hermit mode for the Scorpios, and for those of you who resonate with this, it is really going to be something that is good. Maybe we do need to take a step back away from people so that we aren't, you know, projecting our insecurities or angers onto them. We're actually using this time to productively overcome the conflict, to see it in a different way, okay? And actually, a lot of the time, if it is the people around you that are making you feel anger, whether it's colleagues or even friends or even family members from time to time, spending some time out to yourself could actually potentially help you, okay? But remembering, we have a bit of a balance coming through here of the being born, you know, born of infinite joy and actually feeling really angry, like you want to beat someone up, Scorpio. Make sure we're focusing on this, not that, okay? Spending some time to yourself to focus on how amazing you are and how amazing life is going to be, because again, your dreams are going to be amazing and are going to be your reality as well. So it's super important to think about that, my angels. So let's see for Scorpio what's going on for you. We're relieving tension. I feel like that as well. So if there has been anybody around you that there was a bit of tension, you know, involved with, this can actually be a really good time of actually resolving arguments with people that, you know, you're prone to argue with, or people who do make you angry, you know. Let's see. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so here we go with a lot of anxieties, worries, feeling like we're stuck in a situation. So this is completely understandable. A lot of the times in life, we can really kind of find ourselves in a predicament, in a situation that we don't want to be in, and we feel stuck in it because we can't really see our options of how to get out of it. Or maybe it's your mind fearing things, you know, that you need to do to come outside your comfort zone. I'm just going to clarify this, but this is a really interesting time for you, again, to kind of actually take the blindfold off here, to stop listening to something internal to you, like that negative voice I was talking about earlier. It's time to kind of flick that away from us and actually remove the blindfold of the illusions that your fear is trying to create in your world, to actually see things for how they are. And as you can see, yes, there is things around you that are blocking you. Absolutely, I can see that. That's not invalid, but what needs to be looked at is the fact that each of these have a space between them that you can use to escape, right? There is always an exit route. There is always a solution, is what I say. Always, 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 always. Right, let's see what else is going on for Scorpio. So a little bit of fears coming through. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. And when the Wheel of Fortune comes up in a reading, the star card literally just tried to fly out as I put the deck down. So could be your dreams, could definitely be healing, could definitely be some of you if you want to be in the spotlight. Absolutely. I do get a sense here of those of you who do want to be in the spotlight. I do get a message coming in. Maybe someone wants you on their show. Maybe someone wants you to interview you, Scorpios. Maybe someone wants to just be with you. You know, there's a lot of attention coming your way with the Wheel of Fortune, which if you have been in hermit mode for a while, again, you might be in high demand, which is why you might be wanting to take some time off to yourself to recuperate and to make sure that you're not overwhelming yourself as well. But Wheel of Fortune is ultimately a really amazing card to have out. It's a card of like your luck changing, and this feels like it's for the better, which is good. Right, let's have a look and see what else is coming for you, Scorpio. People have just decided to do some like works outside, and I hope it's not too loud. Okay, we have 2 cards here, I believe. The Nine of Nine of Pentacles and Princess of Pentacles. We have another one in between. Oh my god. Okay, so Scorpio, I really get a loving vibe. Some of you might actually meet someone around this time, by the way. Let's get rid of this. Bugging me. Oh, it doesn't go. Is that supposed to be there? The Nine of Pentacles is really about you really bathing in this independence, you really being strong in your power. I get a lot of finances coming in for you guys, really new ways to make money. You're accumulating some kind of wealth, some kind of worth. If it's not material things, it really is your own values, you know, within yourself. This is incredible. It's kind of like this is a peacock, right? That's about you shining. So again, another card speaking about you being in the spotlight, you being someone that people want to be around, right? Your energy is vibrant around this time. It's very grounding for people, and it does feel like being around you actually makes a difference in their life, whether it's you're very healing or whether you just inspire other people, the way that you carry yourself. Some of you, this could even be a holiday. It could be investing in a holiday, just because this gives me that kind of vibe, which I love. We then have the Ten of Pentacles. So again, great in terms of you creating a legacy. I love the moves that you're doing around this time, Scorpio. Okay, using this infinite joy is so good in terms of your work, your career, your finances, if that's something that you want to work on. But especially in terms of love, I do get an offer for some of you guys. If this isn't love, it will be work, so take it accordingly. But I do sense you are going to be giving something to someone else, okay? Whether it's your time and energy, absolutely, but I do feel like this is a good time for dates. All right, if you aren't in that kind of like romantic vibe right now, someone could be asking you and you're actually giving back in return, because normally the Nine of Pentacles, she keeps herself to herself or himself to himself, regardless of which. I think you're actually stepping outside the comfort zone a little bit here, and you could actually be giving your time and energy to other people in terms of dating and love. In terms of work, I actually see a new project coming through here. You're almost, I don't know if you're investing in something, these are all pentacles, you're almost giving a pentacle to someone, investing in something. Could even be investing in yourself, a new project, or even in a group project here. But regardless of which, I actually think that this is going to be very good for you, because you've built up something yourself. I actually think you're extending what you have going on around you with something else. I see new things coming in for you, which is good. I do actually want to pull another one out for you, Scorpio. Oh my goodness. As I say that, the whole deck practically slipped out my hand, so maybe let's not. But when I put these all back together, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Ace of Swords, clarity. Here we go. So we're facing the truth to something here, and finding the truth to something, which is good, because feeling this fear, I think, I'm not going to say irrelevant, that's rude, but because it's obviously very relevant because you're feeling it, I absolutely understand that. But it's almost as though the moment you take the blindfold off, you will be able to see the fortune that is around you. You have luck, you have blessings. I think something must be going on with Jupiter around this time, because it's almost like you're being given a lot of stuff. You're receiving a lot within this week, okay? A lot of stability, a lot of structure. Again, new routines, anything that you're working towards seems great around this time. Things might be overwhelming, but the results of this is going to be very good in the long term, which is amazing. This is a card of legacies, which is good. Whatever you're working towards will be amazing. Okay, let's get a couple more cards out for you in terms of this week. We have success. I actually think that you're going to receive something quite big. Could be, again, any finances, really good responses coming back in terms of business. We also look at, oh my God, Scorpio, really? Success and thriving? You don't need to worry, child. Of course, there's going to be a lot. Again, there is a lot going on around you. I'm going to point that out. But look at this. You will be successful and you will be thriving. Your inner power is going to be coming out. You're seeing things from higher viewpoints with this draft energy. You have a lot of wisdom now. Whatever game you've been playing, you've been in the game for a while is what I'm hearing, but you're actually starting to see the results of this. Whatever you've been working super hard on, oh my goodness, it's actually showing fruit within this week, which is good. You're actually able to use what you've learned, what you've grown, you know. I like that. Okay, something did definitely flip just then. Let's find it. Solitude. This is that hermit energy we're speaking about, which is interesting. So I do think maybe it's the balance that we need, which we had that earlier as well. If you do feel like things are getting a bit too intense for you, that you are getting a bit angry or irritated at certain people, then do spend some time alone to focus and to forgive, okay? I don't think that these people that are going to create anger within you are intending to. Again, I could be wrong. There are some assholes out there. But it's almost as though, don't take it so personally. What do they really have to say about you that actually matters? Nothing. Nothing is the answer to that question. Their opinion just does not matter. Don't deep it too much. If you do need a time away from them, feel free to have some time in solitude to really look at the things going on around you and to realize that even if you're just by yourself, you are blessed, all right? But don't disassociate yourself from too many people, okay? Detaching, again, is not too great around this time, too often. But spending some time in the evenings for yourself, you know, as you can see, this person's literally just going and doing things by themselves. Feel free to do that, okay? Whether it's a walk in the park, whether it's just reading a book, whether it's doing anything in your own energy, it's necessary, okay? But I like there's a lot of success coming in for you. So Scorpio, that is your reading for the week. I wish you all the best. I love you guys so much. Words cannot describe. I wish there was a better word for I love you, but there isn't. Not that I know of anyways, otherwise I'd be using it. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe and comment and let me know how you enjoyed the reading. Personal readings might be coming back very soon. I will just advise you to keep an eye out for it, but I will make an announcement if it is the case. But I love you guys and I really do wish you the best, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.